What's up, guys? Welcome to September 21st as we dive into Nehemiah chapter 11. The people occupied Jerusalem. The leaders of the people were living in Jerusalem, the holy city. A tenth of the people from the other towns of Judah and Benjamin were chosen by sacred lots to live there too, while the rest stayed where they were, and the people commanded everyone who volunteered to resettle in Jerusalem. Here is a list of the names of the provincial officials who came to live in Jerusalem. Most of the people, priests, Levites, temple servants, and descendants of Solomon's servants, continued to live in their own homes in the various towns of Judah. But some of the people from Judah and Benjamin resettled in Jerusalem. From the tribe of Judah, Athiah, son of Uzziah, son of Zechariah, son of Amariah, son of Shephatiah, son of Mahalalah, son of the family of Perez, also Messiah, son of Arech, son of Kohathaz, son of Haziah, son of Adiah, son of Jerib, son of Zechariah, family of the family of Shelah. There were 468 descendants of Perez who lived in Jerusalem, all outstanding men. From the tribe of Benjamin, Salu, son of Meshullam, son of Joed, son of Padiah, son of Koliah, son of Masiah, son of Ithiel, son of Jashiah. Son after him were Gabiah and Salah, and a total of 928 relatives. Their chief officer was Joel, son of Zachary, who was assisted by Judah, son of Asaniah, second in command over the city. From the priests, Jediah, son of Jareb, Jachin, and Sierra, son of Halkiah, son of Meshullam, son of Zadok, son of Miriath, son of Ahatu, the supervisor of the temple of God. Also 822 of their associates who worked at the temple. Also Adiah, son of Jehoram, son of Palaliah, son of Amzi, son of Zechariah, son of Pashur, son of Melchijah, along with 242 of his associates who were heads of their families. Also Amasiah, son of Azarel, son of Aziah, son of Meshulamoth, son of Immer, and 128 of his outstanding associates. Their chief officer was Zabdiel, son of Hagadalam. From the Levites, Shemaiah, son of Hashab, son of Azrikam, son of Hashabiah, son of Benai, king temple of God. Also Mattaniah, son of Micah, son of Zabdi, a descendant of Asaph, who led in thanksgiving and prayer. Also Bagbukiah, who was Mattaniah's assistant, and Abda, son of Shammua, son of Gala, son of Jeduthun. In all, there were 284 Levites in the holy city. From the gatekeepers, Akub, Talmon, and 172 of their associates who guarded the gates. The other priests, Levites, and the rest of the Israelites lived wherever their family inheritance was located in any of the towns of Judah. The temple servants, however, whose leaders were Zaha and Gishpa, all lived on the hill of Ophel. The chief officer of the Levites in Jerusalem was Uzzi, son of Benai, son of Hashabiah, son of Mattaniah, son of Micah, a descendant of Asaph, whose family served as singers at God's temple. Their daily responsibilities were carried out according in the terms of a royal command. Pethahiah, son of Meshezabel, a descendant of Zara, son of Judah, was the royal advisor in all matters of public administration. As for the surrounding villages with their open fields, some of the people lived in Kiryat Arba with its settlements, Arban with its settlements, and Jakabzeel was its villages. They also lived in Joshua, Maladel, Beth Papel, Hazar, Sheol, Beersheba with its settlements, Zaglag, and Mekolna with its settlements. They also lived in Rimmon, Zaro, Jarmoth, Zawana, and Adullam with their surrounding villages. They also lived in Lachish with its nearby fields, and Azekah with its surrounding villages. So the people of Judah were living in all the way from Beersheba in the south to the valley of Hanam. Some of the people of Benjamin lived in Gaba, Michmash, Aijah, and Bethel with its settlements. They also lived in Anathoth, Nob, Aniah, Hazor, Ramah, Getaim, Hadid, Zaboim, Nabalat, Lod, Ono, and the valley of craftsmen. Some of the Levites who lived in Judah were sent to live with the tribe of Benjamin. Chapter 12, a history of the priests and Levites. This list begins with the priests and Levites who returned to Jerusalem with Zerubbabel in 538 BC. See Ezra chapter 2, and sweeps down to the time of Nehemiah, 445 BC. Here's a list of the priests and Levites who returned with Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, and Joshua the high priest. Sierra, Jeremiah, Ezra, Amariah, Malach, Hattush, Shechaniah, Haram, Miramoth, Idol, Ganathon, Ibajah, Miniamin, Moadiah, Belga, Shemaiah, Jehoram, Jediah, Shalu, Amok, Hilkiah, and Jediah. These were the leaders of the priests and their associates in the days of Jeshua. The Levites who returned with them were Jeshua, Benui, Kadmiel, Sherebiah, Judah, and Mattaniah, who with his associates was in charge of the songs of thanksgiving. Their associates, Bakaku, Bakbukia, and Ani, stood opposite them during the service. Joshua was the high priest, was the father of Jehoiakim. Joachim was the father of Eliashib. Elishib was the father of Joadah. Joadah was the father of Johanan. Johanan was the father of Jaddua. When Joachim was high priest, the family leaders of the priests were as follows. Miriah was the leader of the family of Syria. Hananiah was the leader of the family of Jeremiah. Meshullam was leader of the family of Ezra. Jehohanan was leader of the family of Amariah. Jonathan was the leader of the family of Malach. Joseph was the leader of the family of Shechaniah. Adna was leader of the family of Haram. Hilkiah was leader of the family of Miramoth. Zechariah was leader of the family of Idol. Meshullam was leader of the family of Genathon. Zachary was leader of the family of Abijah. There was also a leader of the family of Miniamin. Peltah was leader of the family of Moadiah. Shamua was leader of the family of Belga. Jehonathan was leader of the family of Shemaiah. Tananiah was leader of the family of Joarib. Uzi was leader of the family of Jediah. Kala was the leader of the family of Salu. Eber was the leader of the family of Amok. Hashabiah was leader of the family of Hilkiah. Nathaniel was leader of the family of Jediah. A record of the Levi family was kept during the years when Eliashib, Joiada, Johanan, and Jaddua served as high priest. Another record of the priests were kept during the reign of Darius the Persian. A record of the heads of the Levite families was kept in the book of history down to the days of Johanan, a grandson of Eliashib. These were the family leaders of the Levites: Hashabiah, Sherebiah, Joshua, Bani, Kadmiel, and other associates who stood opposite them during the ceremonies of praise and thanksgiving, one section responding to the other as commanded by David, the man of God. This included Mattaniah, Babukiah, and Obadiah. Meshullam, Talmon, and Akub were the gatekeepers in charge of the storerooms at the gates. These all served in the days of Joachim, son of Joshua, son of Jehozadak, and in the days of Nehemiah the governor, and of Ezra the priest and scribe. 1 Chronicles chapter 9. The returning exile. The people of Judah were exiled to Babylon because they were unfaithful to the Lord. The first of the exiles to return to their property in their own towns were priests, Levites, temple servants, and other Israelites. Some of the people from the tribes of Judah, Benjamin, Ephraim, and Manasseh came and settled in Jerusalem. One family that returned was that of Uthai, son of Amihud, son of Omri, son of Amri, son of Benai, a descendant of Perez, son of Judah. Others returned from the Shalonite clan, including Asiah, the oldest, and his sons. From the Zarahite clan, Juel returned with his relatives. In all, 690 families from the tribe of Benjamin returned. From the tribe of Benjamin came Salu, son of Meshullam, son of Hodaviah, son of Hassaniah, Abaniah, son of Jeroham, Elah, son of Uzi, son of Micri, and Meshullam, son of Shaphatiah, son of Reuel, son of Abinijah. These men were all leaders of clans, and they were listed in the genealogical records. In all, 956 families from the tribe of Benjamin returned. The returning priests. Among the priests who returned were Jediah, Jehoarim, Jachin, Azariah, son of Hilkiah, son of Meshullam, son of Zadok, son of Merath, son of Ahitub. Azariah was the chief officer of the house of God. Other returning priests were Adiah, son of Jeroham, son of Pashhur, son of Melchijah, and Masiah, son of Adel, son of Jazero, son of Meshullam, son of Meshulameth, son of Amr. In all, 1,760 priests returned. They were heads of clans and very able men. They were responsible for ministering at the house of God. The returning Levites. The Levites who returned were Shemaiah, son of Hashab, son of Azrikam, son of Hashabiah, a descendant of Merari, Bakakar, Harash, Galal, Mattaniah, son of Micah, son of Zechri, son of Asaph, Obadiah, son of Shemaiah, son of Galal, son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, son of Asa, son of Akana, who lived in the area of Netopha. The gatekeepers who returned were Shalom, Akub, Talmon, Ahaman, and their relatives. Shalom was the chief gatekeeper. Prior to this time, they were responsible for the king's gate on the east side. These men served as gatekeepers for the camps of the Levites. Shalom was the son of Kor, a descendant of Abiasaph from the clan of Korah. He and his relatives, the Korahites, were responsible for guarding the temple entrance of the sanctuary, just as the ancestors had guarded the tabernacle and the camp of the Lord. Phinehas, son of Eleazar, had been in charge of the gatekeepers in earlier times, and the Lord had been with him. And later Zechariah, son of Meshelemiah, was responsible for guarding the entrance of the tabernacle. In all, there were 212 gatekeepers in these days. In those days, they were listed according to the genealogies in their villages. David and Samuel the seer had appointed their ancestors because they were reliable men. These gatekeepers and their descendants by their divisions were responsible for guarding the entrance to the house of the Lord when that house was at rent. The gatekeepers were responsible to on all four sides, east, west, south, north, south. Their relatives in the villages came regularly to share their duties for 7 day periods. The 4 chief gatekeepers, all Levites, were trusted officials, for they were responsible for the rooms and treasuries of the house of God. They would spend the night around the house of God, since it was their duty to guard it and to open the gates every morning. Some of the gatekeepers were assigned to care for the various articles used in worship. They checked them in and out to avoid any loss. Others were responsible for the furnishings, the items in the sanctuary, and the supplies such as choice flour, wine, olive oil, frankincense, and spice. But it was the priests who blended the spices. Mattithiah, a Levite, and the oldest son of Shalom, the Korahite, was entrusted with baking the bread used in the offerings, and some members of the clan of Kohath was in charge of preparing the bread to be set on the table each Sabbath day. The musicians, all prominent Levites who lived at the temple, they were exempt from other responsibilities, since they were on duty at all hours. All these men lived in Jerusalem. They were the heads of Levi families and were listed as prominent leaders in the genealogical records. And so that's the info today. There's not a whole lot to get out of, except the only thing is how each of the priests and Levites, they all have some sort of responsibilities, which is to show a church cannot be run by a single person, like a couple of people. A church needs to be run by everyone who's willing to serve. And so thinking about how can you serve God through your church? What can you be volunteering in? Right now I'm trying to find a place where I feel called to, and I want to get plugged into a church as soon as I can, so I can start building relationships and friendships within the church, and try to be as involved with the church as I can, and also finding appropriate times to rest, finding appropriate times to balance out school, and times when I just need to be quiet and just listen to God. And that's really hard, because our hearts are all built to constantly be doing things. But I think it's just important for us to reflect on what exactly can I do to contribute to the missionary of our church. How can I spread the family of God? How can I participate in the family of God so that the family of God could expand even more? So that, like I said, there's not a whole lot. Like I said, there are not a whole lot to get out of from today. So may I guys go and walk with God today.